It is that time, once again, my fellow Chibits, to do the What I Will Watch for the upcoming anime season. This time, for Fall of Anime 2019. Can you believe it? It's literally been an entire anime season. Summer is now behind us, spring is behind us, winter is behind us, and we're getting into the final anime season for this year. And that means that once this season comes to an end, 2020 will be here. Can you believe it? It's about to be 2020. It's scary, really. It's legitimately scary just thinking about just how fast time flies on by nowadays. I feel like it was just yesterday, like, you know, it was 2015, and I was reviewing some crazy shows, or I was, reviewing ReZero, etc., but time is just going very fast. But okay, so, as always, I want to be talking about what I will watch, what I might not watch, what I might watch, etc. You know, this list can change. It's what I always say, but if there's something I'm gonna skip, you know, if a lot of people tell me otherwise, like, you know, let me know about something I was unaware of from reading the synopsis, then obviously I will give it a shot. And there was quite a few series from this anime season for summer that I went and gave a shot, finished, and did reviews on, as you guys know. So, you know, if there's anything that, you know, I miss, or I say I'm going to skip within this video, you know, you can let me know in the comments below if I shouldn't skip it, and I'll check it out and I'll do a first impressions on it. So, yeah, I'll have the link in the description if you want to check out, you know, this website for yourself, if you want to look over it and you want to skip this in video entirely. Hopefully you don't, but I mean, if you do, I understand. Not everybody has all day. So, yeah, anyways, let's begin. So, first things first, we have Diamond No Ace, which is a leftover series, and I still need to catch up with Diamond No Ace. I really do. I love the series. Every time I see it pop up, I talk about it. I really like Diamond No Ace. I've finished the entirety of part 1, and I started and got about maybe 5 episodes into part 2. I really should pick it up again. It's a really good sports series, and I cannot recommend Diamond No Ace enough, at least from what I watched of part, you know, 1. It was amazing. It was a really good freaking watch. So, yeah, but, obviously I can't, you know, watch the new season or the continuation because I'm not up to date. But okay, we have Airu no Sora. Drama school shonen sports. It's basketball. That's literally what it is. It's basketball. It's a 4-course series. Do you see that? 4-course series. That means it's gonna have like 50 episodes. Well, that's, okay. I'm kind of curious. Now, when it says 4-core, does that mean, like, it's gonna be in one run? Like, okay. Example, like, let's say, you know, the episode comes out in a day from now. Will that episode continue on for, like, 50 weeks? Or will, like, you know, let's say go on break for a season and come back? You know how anime typically do that. I'm kind of curious. But regardless, though, that's going to be a long series. I'm going to assume that Airu no Sora is a very popular basketball series. I have no idea, but I'm assuming it's very popular for it to warrant 4 cores. They must either have a lot of faith in this series, or, you know, it's popular, one or the other. But, I'll give it a shot. I'm not really against sports series. I'll give it a shot, especially if they're willing to go that far for a series for 4 seasons. I'll see where, you know, it's at, see how the art and animation is, if it's good or whatever. I'll check out, you know, the first episode. Radiant second season. Never watched the first season. I have been interested in starting it. I've seen the manga at my local bookstore. I've been recommended a few times. I have been a little bit interested in watching Radiant. I've not gotten around to it yet, but I have been interested in, now that season 2 is coming out, maybe it is time for me to kind of catch up and see what, you know, the talk is about, if it really is good or not. But, obviously, I can't, you know, watch season 2 at the moment. We have Urda Shimasa Kata-sen. I know I just butchered that. Short form, chibi form, anime original, Gainax Kyoto. Gainax Kyoto? I thought Gainax is, I guess it's another sub-studio or something, but, a short form potentially could be good. But, obviously, I'm probably not going to do anything. I'm not going to review it or anything because it's just a short form. So, I'm going to just skip over it. Okay, so we got a man here shirtless. You see this stuff right there? The man's shirtless. Okay, so it's Hatagi Kimono Michi. Let's see. Comedy, fantasy, shonen. First episode will be broadcasted in advance on... Oh, it's already been broadcasted. I didn't even know that. Anyways, let's see. Professional wrestler and animal lover Shibata Ginzo is suddenly summoned to another world, greeted by a princess. She requests to get rid of the evil beast roaming in the world. Outraged that he was asked to kill monsters, Ginzo German suplexes the he suplexes the princess. Unable to get back to Earth, he decides to live a peaceful life and manage a monster pet shop. So he went from a man that suplexed a princess to owning a monster shop. That went from 1 to 100 very quick. Or actually 100 to 1 very quick. He literally suplexed a princess and then becomes a monster shop owner. Like, okay. It's got a unique premise. It looks like it's gonna have an equal amount of fan service and man service just because of the way the man's described on the cover, but also all the females in the background. I don't know how the story will be, though. I mean, it's comedy fantasy. It has potential, but I don't really know how the story's gonna be. I'm gonna be on the fence with this one. I don't really know if it's gonna be good or not. I want to stay on the fence on it, but it does probably have potential. What is this? Kono Yuusha. Okay, so I know Yuusha means hero, so this is obviously like a fantasy series. Action, adventure, fantasy with like a hero, you know what I mean. First episode will stream on select services in Japan. Let's see, Goddesses summons a hero who excels in every area to assist. Oh, it's a power fantasy. He's everything she expected him to be except for one tiny thing. This anxious hero can't do anything unless he's absolutely sure nothing can go wrong. Oh, he's Ainz. He's Ainz. Okay, that's interesting. I'll take 3 suits of armor, 1 to wear, a spare, and another spare in case I lose the first spare. Even with a slime as his opponent, he uses the full extent of his power, annihilating them without a trace. With this overly cautious hero and the goddess he drags around with him, an epic adventure tale begins. So, from what I got from this brief little description, it's about White Fox, by the way. White Fox is, you know, really good at doing some good stuff with their fantasy shows. But, so from what I'm getting from this, is that the hero is, like, he's powerful, all-powerful, probably like Ainz level, typical power fantasy. But he's someone that is so overly cautious like Ainz, that he doesn't, like, just wind down. Like, everything's super easy, but he just thinks that he can die in any given moment. It definitely offers a very interesting premise. I think if anyone likes Overlord, you're probably gonna like that. I'm probably gonna like it, too, since I like Ainz's character. So, I'll give that a check it out. I'll check it out. It seems like it would be probably very enjoyable to watch, so yes, I'll check out the first episode. That I like myself some fantasy series, and I do like the uniqueness, the little spin to that. It does have potential to be garbage, though, because, you know, sometimes they can be. It's a mixed bag, but I will give, you know, the first episode a shot because, like I said, the personality thing of the hero seems really cool. Okay, so, whoa, that is a long name I'm looking at right there. Okay, so it's, Hanzuki no Gecko Kujo. I'm not gonna say the rest of that. No, I'm not doing it. You can't, nah. Fantasy Slice of Life, Aijado. It's a light novel. First episode to be included with a limited edition of a light novel. When she woke up, she was in a parallel world. A vivid bookworm and college student, Motosu, ends up dying in an unforeseen accident. This came up right after the news that she would finally be able to work as a librarian like she had always dreamed of. A vivid bookworm and college student ends up dying. This came right after the news that she would finally be able to work. So she dies after finding out she would get her dream job. Huh. Oh, wait, there's more to the summary. When she regained consciousness, she was reborn as Mine, the daughter of a poor soldier. She was in the town of Arenfest. I know I mispronounced that. A town that exists in a parallel world and had a harsh class system where the magic-wielding nobles ruled supreme, but Mine doesn't really let that get to her. After all, so long as she had books, she didn't really need anything else. However, this world had a very low literacy rate and no real way of printing books, so books were scarce and belonged only to the nobles. They were completely out of reach for the daughter of some poor soldier, but that doesn't stop Mine from wanting to read books, so she makes a decision. If there aren't any books, I'll just create some. Mine might not have energy or money, but she has an endless amount of knowledge from all the books she read in her previous life. Will Mine actually be able to make some books? That sounds really different. That really sounds unique. Because, like, think about this for a second. What really makes this stand out? It sounds good to me. And I know people probably listen to what I just said might not be interested, but it does have a really unique premise, and it subverted my expectations while actually reading this. Because, see, she died, transported into a parallel world, and instead of being the hero of the story, instead of being a great person gifted with great power to do things, take down the Demon King, etc., this lone person, Mine, she can't even use magic or anything, but she decides to just start writing books to be able to make money, and then probably nobles are going to notice her, etc. So it's kind of unique. I do like that premise. I don't know, just something about that really stands out to me. I'm going to check that out. That definitely sounds like something I like. So Honzuki no Gekko Kujo. I'll check it out. That sounds good. What is this? Oriwo Suki Nano wa Omae. I'm not saying the rest of that. By Studio Connect, comedy, romance, school life. This seems like a typical, like, you know, school setting, comedy, romance stuff. Based on a light novel, what would you do if a girl you liked asked you out on a date? Now imagine it's not one, but two beautiful girls. The cool beauty, Cosmos, and the cute childhood friend. Well, the childhood friend's never gonna win. I mean, let's be honest. The childhood friend never wins. Let's see. Of course you would make plans of both, right? And feel like a total wait, what? Except for the feelings they can confess to you are asking me for romantic advice, since they're both in love with someone else. Oh, yikes! That's a yikes, my dude! That man just got a yikes! Not even the childhood friend is going at- oh, that's yikes. That's a- okay, I'm interested now. Let's see, that's it. I'm not going to tell you anymore. I'm giving up on this obtuse, harmless persona and going back to my true self. But I can't give up hope here. If I give them my advice, at least one of them may fall in love with me. But a girl on the sidelines witnessed my sad, solitary battle. She's Sumi Riko, a gloomy, glasses-wearing girl with braids. I hate her, to be honest, and yet she's the only one who loves me. So he does have a love interest, but the two girls that he had his sights on, even his childhood friends, like, nah. That's... okay, that shocked me. Okay, you know what? I'll check that out. That sounds like that would be hilarious because it sounds so typical. And then all of a sudden that happens. So you know what? I'll check it out. That sounds fun. That sounds really, really fun. Okay, so what's this next one? Hokago Sakura Club. Comedy school. Showing a lot of comedy schools in this season. Manga based. Let's see. A story about girls playing board games after school. Okay, so it's a board game series. Kyoto in spring, Aya is a high school girl who's just moved to a new town. Miki is her shy classmate and her first friend. One day after school, Aya and Miki follow the committee. Preza Midori into a specialty board game store. So basically, they're just having fun with board games. And it looks like they're playing Risk of some sort on there. That's interesting. So it's not going to be like typical board games. That could be very fun, because if it's based on, let's say, Risk and stuff, or Monopoly, I would love to see, like, an episode based on Monopoly, because Monopoly can ruin friendships, relationships, and family. Like, it definitely can. Monopoly can destroy things. So, I would definitely love it if the series did a Monopoly episode. I don't know if they would do it, but it seems like it could be a fun series. I'm on the fence about it, though. What's this next one we have here? We have Egg Car. Okay, that is weird looking. Skip. Astro Boy. I'm gonna have to skip because I've never seen it. Yes, I've never really seen Astro Boy. What is this? This, okay, that's a skip. What is this? Okay, so we have a long titled series here. Chojin, Kokusei. Phantasy Project 9. Let's see, light novel based. In Japan, there are 7 superhuman high schoolers who are world-class geniuses in various fields ranging from governance to economics and beyond. On one fateful day, these 7 wind up in a plane accident and wake up only to find themselves in another world. Wait, so 7 people got transported to another world. Okay. Finding themselves in a foreign place where magic and beast people rule, they immediately proceed to panic, or at least that's what they would have happened if they were some run-of-the-mill students. If anything, these 7 are actually using their talents to absolutely ludicrous things so they can go home. Let's take it easy, because if we really let loose, I'm pretty sure we'll end up destroying this world. So basically, these guys are, like, these 7 individuals are so high up there in high skill that when they get transported to the world, they just start affecting everything. It's a typical transport in another world, obviously, but once again, it's something very different. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why transport to another world, the isekai genre, or, you know, different type of theme, is something I really like, because it may have the same origin, or starting point transported, but usually they can really tell some unique stories, and I do think that, you know, that could be potentially good as well. So I'll give the first episode a watch. I'll see how it is. Azur Lane. Let's see, action, historical, military. It looks like they're skiing on top of the ocean, so is this like a boat type thing? Like, you know, I forget the name of it, but there was an anime a while back that was basically where girls were boats, they were battleships, but they were just skiing on the water. I'm assuming it's something like that because they're skiing. Anyways, grotesque, strong enemy called Siren has suddenly appeared from the sea. In order to fight against them, a group of army Azur Lane has formed. They were successful in stopping the attack from the Siren for a moment, using warships, different ideals. Okay, that's what I thought. So the girls are basically warships. That's what they are. That's really not for me, I want to be honest with you. That type of story really isn't. It could be good, but it's really not for me. Zoids Wild 0. Second season of Zoids Wild. I really should get on Zoids. I remember watching the original Zoids as a kid. Like, the original Zoids that came out, like, you know, Toonami Cartoon Network on the weekends. I really should catch up. So, second season of Zoids Wild. So, yeah, I should definitely watch this. This probably is really good. Actually, I want to ask. Anyone that is watching this video, if you have seen Zoids Wild, Zoids Wild, is it good? Like, can I start it without seeing, like, other things? I don't know how many Zoid series are. Is it only, like, one series that was on the original Cartoon Network days? Or do I need to, you know, watch something else? If anyone knows, I actually would really appreciate that, because I do like Zoids. I did like the original Zoids. If I can get into it, I definitely will. So if anyone can clarify in the comments below, please do so. I would really be thankful. Next we have Dr. Stone. Leftover, which obviously going to continue reviewing it. Very good series, so yeah. Chobyo, this looks fun. Comedy music. Studio Dean is doing it, so that we can expect some really funny and quirky animation then from it. 11 episodes. Story centers around Mizuki, a high school girl who just transferred schools. At her new school, she has a fateful encounter with a boy suffering from 8th grade syndrome. This is Noda, who dreams of becoming a hero, the tragically handsome otaku, Takashima, who only likes 2D girls, Nakamura, the supposedly reincarnated angel or devil, and the self-professed string puller, Tsukumo. So, oh my. So it's 8th grade syndrome, the anime. That's basically what it is. I do like that. That'd be funny. It's probably something I'll watch without reviewing, but I'll probably put up a first impressions of that as well. But that definitely sounds like it's going to be fun, because Studio Dean does have a charm to it with its art quality, so I'm looking forward to that one. Grand Blue Phantasy. I've heard so much about Grand Blue Phantasy. I've heard some good things, some meh things, all of that. It is something I'm kind of interested in. Maybe I should start Season 1 sometime soon, because it is by, you know, Studio Mappa. Doll's Front Line. Yashi Hin. Premiered first in China. Wait, it's a China series? Doll's Front Line. It's a short form, but... Huh. Mini anime series based on a Chinese mobile. Oh, it's... Oof, no, skip. I'm not supporting that. Kidama, no, skip. That is a skip. Let's see, we have Mairi Matsushita. What is this? Ooh, I like the art style. That's a really cool looking art style. Okay, so comedy, demons, fantasy, shonen, supernatural, being pictures. 23 episodes based on a manga. A boy's chaotic life in a prestigious boarding school for elite demons. Oh, okay, so we have a demon theme. Uruma Suzuki, human, 14, one day finds himself sold to the devil. Okay, this is reminding me a lot, like, it's not the exact same, but it's reminding me a lot of some of the premise to, Rosario Vampire. And I have been actually reading the manga of that, so, I would be interested in watching anime. It kind of gives me those vibes. Anyways, to add to his predicament, his doting owner and self-appointed grandpa is the principal at his new school. Now, Iruma must deal with a haughty student who challenges him to a duel, and a girl with adjustment issues, and so many more scary beings. Can this ultimate pacifist dodge the slings and arrows that are flung his way as he struggles frantically? Iruma's innate kindness begins to win over the enemies. Okay, I'm watching that. I'm definitely watching that. First episode review is definitely coming up. That sounds like it would be something I could really get behind and enjoy. Val Love. Comedy, ecchi, harem, romance, school shonen. I'm assuming... Okay, before I read this, I'm assuming the world is at stake here. Because there's a bunch of female characters. They all look like they're ready for war or battle. either human extinction or humanity's pressed up against the wall or something. Something like that's happened. So let's see. Takuma Akutsu has a unique appearance that unfortunately leaves him feeling isolated and alone among his high school classmates who shun him. Enter the Valkyries sent by Odin himself. Once they descend into Takuma's life, he discovers they aren't scared of him one bit. In fact, they're super keen to get to know him better. As the intimacy between the Valkyries and Takuma grows, so too do their powers, and that's a good thing because they're on orders to slay the vicious monsters intent on destroying the Earth. How far will they go to deepen their connection, level up, and save the world by any means necessary? Wait, level up? Level up, so it's an RPG? Okay, that's got me interested. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I will probably check out the first episode, but no promises. But I'm not opposed to it. I mean, it could be good. Fate Grand Order. Wait, Fate? Oh yeah, that is getting an anime, ain't it? First episode is coming out. I probably should start it. I watched the OVA of Fate Grand Order a while back. You know, the one that came out like a year or so ago. I probably should start Fate Grand Order. It's on Babylon as well. I'll probably review that. I probably will review that. I'm probably going to review that. I'm definitely down to sit down and watch Fate Grand Order because I don't really know much about it. So I would definitely love to give it a shot because I've been recommended the game so many times and I've never played it. I've just heard so many good, fun things about it. I'd be down to watch the anime. I would definitely be down. So, yeah, I'll do a review on that. It's going to be 21 episodes. Holy crap. Boku Tachi. What is this? Comedy, harem, romance, school, shonen. Let's see. Second season, We Never Learn. Oh, I never watched the first season, sadly. So, skip. What is this? Kono Oto Tomare, second season, skip. Never seen the first season, obviously. Gonna skip that. That's a short form. Ooh, what is this? This looks cool. What is this? Man, there's a lot of long titles this season. You see these long titles? It's just kind of ridiculous a bit. But okay, Keishi Cho. Action Police. Okay, you got my attention. Oh, it's an anime original, too. No set episode amount either. Okay, so set in different Tokyo and different world than ours. Okay, so they're basically the same premise, completely different. The story follows Toku Nana, a unit of assembled misfits in the Metropolitan Police Department. Toku Nana battles against Nine, an organization committing crimes in the zealous worship of dragons that once roamed the world. Whoa, dragons that roam the world. There's no fantasy title. I don't see a fantasy title or anything, but... Or tag, not title, tag. So, that's kind of got me interested. It's a police series, too. I mean, I'm all for detective series and stuff. So, I'll give it a check out. I'll see what it's about. David Productions. So, yes, this is what they did. I still have yet to watch that. I've heard some good things about this. I've heard some really good things about Assemble Stars by David Productions. I haven't watched it personally, but I've heard some good things. Is it worth catching up? Anyone know? Is this worth catching up to? Please let me know. Actors, songs, connections, drive, music, school. Probably not going to be my cup of tea, but let's see. Private 10 show, a 130-meter tall wall with restricted entry. The academy is fully anonymous by the government, but to strive for independence, the school allows students to engage in club activities after school, which comes out with a strangely unique system. Each club is ranked according to its overall accumulated points gathered from various club activities and school events. Points can also be received by winning at the school periodic 10 show, where many students compete. The members in the clubs work hard to win the contest or the goal. It sounds like it has an interesting premise to it. Like, even though it's music at school, it does seem like there's probably more behind the scenes with, like, the world and the school and the government or whatever. It does seem like that could be good, but I'm probably going to skip it, but it does seem like that could be good for people for that type of genre. It seems like it's actually unique. Africa No Salaryman, comedy, digital manga. The comedy follows a lion, toucan, and a lizard as they live the lives of office workers. That's not an anime short? It sounds like this would be funny, but I'm probably going to skip that. Fairy Gone, skip. Vinland Saga continuation, obviously. Going to keep reviewing that. I actually need to get up the latest, episode review that came out, but, busy with this video. But I'll definitely be, continuing reviewing Vinland Saga, so don't worry about that. Ai-Ni, let's see, no synopsis has been added. It's an anime short form, seems like it'd be fun, but no info. Babylon, it's a thriller. It's web-based. Zen, a public prosecutor at Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office, is investigating a case of illegal clinical research related to a drug company and a university. During the investigation, he finds a file that Shin, an anesthesiologist, I probably just mispronounced that, forgive me, kept, which includes blood that is mixed with hair, skin, and paper, written with the letter F. As he investigates, he realizes there's a plot that is connected with a huge election as well to a certain person who is in charge of it. Ooh. I'm gonna watch that. That sounds good. That sounds really, really, really good. That sounds like my cup of tea. I love mystery series. I love thriller series. And detective series, it seems like it's, you know, detective type. So, yeah, definitely. Definitely gonna look into that one. Probably gonna review that to the end. Phantasy Star Online 2. I haven't seen the original, so I'm gonna have to skip that. Stand My Hero. Ooh, accidentally. Oh, I'm actually scrolling down on it. Stand My Hero's Piece of Truth, mystery romance. It's a romance series. Okay. The heroine is a new officer, works under the narcotics control department. There's a lot of police and detective stuff this season. You notice that? AKA Matori. Narcotics medicines don't work on her, and the story begins with her just entering the department and starting work with other officers. Huh, it's a mystery romance, too. There's not a lot of information on it. The art style looks really cool from the cover picture here, but there's not a lot of information besides saying that you have it to where medicines don't work on her. So it seems like this could potentially be a very dark series. This seems like that type of dark series, so who knows? That's something I might be interested in watching. No promises, but that definitely seems interesting. Watashi, Project 9, they're doing a lot of series this season. Comedy Fantasy, when she turns 10 years old. Adela is hit with a horrible headache and memories of her previous life as an 18-year-old Japanese girl named Kurihara Misato. That life changed abruptly. However, when Misato died trying to aid a little girl and met God, during that meeting, she made an odd request and asked her for her average abilities in her next life. A few things, especially wishes, ever go. Oh, is this like I wanted average abilities in my next life, but it didn't go as planned? I saw this light novel at my local Books A Million. I was thinking of picking it up. I'm assuming that's what this adaptation is. I'm actually interested in this because I was going to read it. So I'm assuming that's what this is. So I'll give this a watch because the light novel interested me. ZX Code Reunion. Gonna skip. Let's see. Wait. Oh, Taizai's getting another season. Yes, I know. I should catch up with the manga. I need to. But, let's see. Katagawa Jet Girls. Projects and girls competing jet skis. They skip. I might watch this. So this probably is going to be really good. Beastars. I've heard a lot about this, actually. Beastars. I've seen a lot of people talk about its manga recently. It's premiering on Netflix in Japan. Ooh, so Netflix has that. Oof. Anyways, I've heard a lot about this series. I've seen a lot of advertisement for it. I've seen a lot of talk. It's not normally my type of series, but I've heard some good things about it. Like, some really good things. Like, the character design's not usually my thing. But I do like Agretsuko, so who knows. But, I mean, I've heard good things. It's drama, psychological shonen. It's psychological tag on that. So that sounds really, really good. That sounds like something I would really enjoy. So I probably will give this a shot. I'm not going to read the description just for the premise because I want to go in it blind. So I will be giving Beastars a definite first impressions. I've heard good things. So next we have Assassin's Pride here. What is this about? Light novel, fantasy. In the world where only the aristocrats have the power to fight the monster, Mana, a youth named Kufa, is dispatched as a tutor to find Marada's talent, a nuisance girl born in the Duke's family. If she is not talented, assassinate her. That is the dark side of this task. Oh, so he's tasked with assassinating this girl if she's not useful. And probably he gets attached to her, probably falls in love with her. So, it could potentially be good. Probably a tragedy, kind of like a Romeo and Juliet story or something, or like, you know, a tragedy. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I might watch it. No promises, though. No Guns Life is getting an anime. Studio Madhouse is doing it. Obviously, since I've read the first volume, I definitely would be interested in checking out the first episode of No Guns Life. I mean, No Guns Life's pretty good. It was a really good premise. I really liked the first volume I read, and that wasn't just because of Viz doing a sponsor video for me. I did like it, so I would actually be very interested in seeing the first episode anime. It'd probably be good. I'm interested. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. Hoshai no Sora. What is this? The teen adolescent story revolves around the coming of age of boys in junior high school soft tennis club. Oh, it's a sports series. I'm on the fence. I'll push that to the side. Maybe I might get to it. Shogeki no Soma. Food Wars. Continuation. I have a mixed relationship with Food Wars after the last season. I mean, I sat down and just thought about the last season of Food Wars. It was going in an interesting place, but at the same time, the main plot or the villain of the story really was just bad. It was super bad in the last season of the anime, and I've heard that the manga was, like, canceled or something and rushed. I've heard some bad things about Food Wars in recent times. I don't know if that's true, but I'm a little bit on the fence about continuing Food Wars because, like I said, you know, the last season was just so bad with the main villain. It was super freaking bad. It made no sense. Like, the villain's motive made no sense. It was really degrading the tension of the arc, and it was like a main arc, too. So, it just, like, I don't know. I don't know if I should continue watching the anime or not. I mean, since the manga got rushed, I'm probably not going to get a satisfied conclusion anyways, or a satisfying conclusion because of how the ending was rushed, apparently. So, yeah. Fire Force, continuing onward. I definitely should catch back up with Fire Force. I'm like 2 episodes behind. I should definitely catch back up and do a review. The only problem I have with the story, to kind of give everybody a little bit more information on kind of why I haven't talked about it in a while, the only thing is Fire Force has some really excessive fan service. And I'm not too bugged by fan service, don't get me wrong. It just sometimes it can get a little bit much, and like when you have characters that's basically just nothing but fan service and to distract from the main story or plot, then it kind of gets annoying, and it's so over the top. I don't know if it's like that in the manga or not, but in the anime, it's just constantly shoved in your face. I'm just like, I don't need fan service like every single episode or so, or every time the female character is on screen, it's nothing but fan service. I don't need that, and it's just, I don't know. I just feel like it's trying too hard to do that, and it kind of like pushed me a little bit away from the story because I was just constantly rolling my eyes at it and all that because it's just such wasted scenes and time wasters, but that's my personal opinion, but it is still a good story, though, nonetheless. that's a complaint I have. I know it's not fair to the story, the entirety of the story, and the fans, but that's just my personal opinion on it. Kabuchiko Sherlock. Is this it's a mystery, a detective. There is a lot of detective and mystery series this season, like, a lot. I'm definitely gonna have to limit my choices on these, because there is just a lot of them, and they're starting to mesh kind of together. Comedy, drama, mystery. Production IG, they're really good at animation and art, so it's probably going to be good. The east side of Shinjuku, let's see. Where light shines, there are also deep shadows. The curtains rise on this night stage where bizarre murders occur. Is this suspense? No comedy. An indistinguishable drama is about to begin. Well, drama, mystery. I want to watch it, but there's just so many things I said I'm going to watch, so I don't know. Like I said, I'll fence that for now. Shinchuka. Production IG and NAS working together. The manga is set during a fictionist 19th century China. Skip. Well, obviously, I'm not going to review My Hero Academia. I hate the series. I hate My Hero Academia. But, okay, jokes aside, before I trigger anyone, because I know people might take me seriously, obviously, I'm going to review My Hero Academia Season 4. I obviously am a big fan of it. I review the manga. I love everything about the anime. The seasons of anime, honestly, you can kind of say have been better than manga in some cases. So, obviously, I will be doing a Season 4 reviews of My Hero Academia, because this is easily one of the best arcs of the manga besides the latest arc, which, not going to get into spoilers. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this dark season of My Hero Academia, and you anime-onlys are not ready. You're not ready for what you're about to witness. You're not prepared. Your body is not ready. Sword Art Online continuation, obviously gonna review that. I mean, I really loved the cliffhanger we had with whatever happened to Kirito. That was a really mean cliffhanger. That's actually getting me very angry now thinking about that. Okay, I'm going to stop thinking about that. That gets me a little bit angry, because that cliffhanger was very vicious a few seasons back. But, obviously, I'm going to, continue reviewing Sword Art Online. I know it's not a perfect series. I know people are going to say, oh, why are you reviewing Sword Art Online, all that bad series? Look. I'm not saying it's the best series of all time. I enjoy my trash, okay? Let me sit in my trash and enjoy it, okay? Don't come at me. No, don't come at me. Let me enjoy my trash. But, okay, jokes aside, though, yes, I'm going to, continue, watching and also reviewing it. Tenka, what is this? Action, adventure, fantasy, historical, martial arts, supernatural. Man, you got a lot of genres, don't you? Short form, so skip. Rifle is beautiful. Comedy school, slice of life. Kokoda is a first-year high school who loves rifle shooting. It's all about guns, basically. It's a club about guns. Only one day enough members. So she's reformed the club for the guns, and not really interested in that type of premise, so skip. Chihafuru. I really should watch Season 1 and Season 2 of this. I've heard so many good things about this story. So many people have told me, since I love, this type of genre, the josei genre and mature stuff and all that, I would really love Chihafuru. Or Chihayafuru, my bad. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I have been meaning to get around to watching it, so I don't promise I'll catch up while this is airing, but I definitely will get around to it eventually, because I've heard so many good things about the story. It's been on my list for a while. Psychopaths Season 3. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is no joke, right? This ain't a joke? This is not a troll. This is not an elaborate troll. Can we clarify? No synopsis have been added. I haven't watched the movie of Psychopaths that came out. I just watched Season 1 and Season 2, and Season 2 was so bad. Easily one of the worst second seasons I've ever seen from a phenomenal first season. It's not at the same level as Game of Thrones' conclusion, but it's kind of like you have an amazing first season, a great premise, and you just straight up just destroy it in a matter of an episode or two, or just a season. That's basically what Psychopaths Season 2 was. It destroyed everything that really mattered within the first season. So, I don't know how I feel about a Season 3 coming out. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be bad, it could be good, but I'm a little bit on the fence on that one. I definitely am gonna check it out because I've seen Season 1 and Season 2, but I'm a little bit scared because Season 2 was really revolting. I wanted to throw up with how bad it was. It was super freaking bad. I'll check it out just for to continue the series. I already went so far into it, I'll just check it out to see. High Score Girl, haven't seen the first season, so skip. Ooh, this cover looks really cool. Pet. Geno Studio, Mystery, Sane, and Supernatural. There are people who can get into people's minds and control their memories. This power is used to eradicate mysteries and cases, or worse, to assassinate. The potential of this power is strong enough that it is able to destroy people's minds, however, it can backfire and eat up their own heart. To counter it, chains are used to lock and protect each other's weak and dangerous hearts. For one's growing fear and disdain, they consider consciously, or they're called pets, my bad. Can't English for some reason. Yeah, it's gonna get watched. The art style looks very different. That's a very different looking art style, so definitely checking that one out. Star Twinkle, skip. Pocket Monsters, yes, a continuation of Pokemon. It's kind of crazy to me, honestly, that Ash finally won. I just realized it just spoiled me. I apologize if you did not know. But, at the same time, though, at this point, I think everybody's probably heard about it. If you even care about Pokemon, you probably already heard. I can't believe after all this time, after so many years, he finally did win, though. That's crazy to me. That's really crazy to me. I might pick up the Pokemon anime, though. I might, just to watch it, because it seems like it'd just be fun. It seems like it'd be fun, and I'm really looking forward to Sword and Shield and all that coming out, so I might pick up the series. I really do like Pokemon. But, yeah, that looks to be about it for this season of anime. So there's quite a bit, honestly. There is a lot more than I expected. There really isn't a lot of, continuations. There really isn't. There's a lot of new stuff, which is a good thing. There is a lot of things that stand out like this. I really am looking forward to this. That has potential to be bad, but I'm really looking forward to that. Fate Grand Order, obviously, is probably going to be really good. Let's see, Vinland Saga's obviously continuing. There's a lot of detective series. This has potential to be very good, too. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Beastars, I mean, Taizai can be good. No Guns Life. I mean, there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit in here that can be very good. But I want to leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you, you know, enjoyed this video, let me know. And tell me your list. What are you guys going to be watching? Let me know your list in the comments below. I really am interested to see everybody's anime list for this upcoming season. But, yeah, if you enjoy my content, you know, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you want to get notified for whenever I upload a video, please click the bell icon down below. And with that, Chibi out.